but they have absolutely nothing to say about these. You this story because I'm not really understanding what the problem is, but I'm kind of interested in knowing what this is about. Because, you know, I always come up with my own theories, thought, and opinions about something. Now, yeah, I know y'all say, "Ooh, they go to Queen, starting stuff again." I can't help but start it, especially when they throw it at me. So this right here comes from a Doug P. Kendra G singles event was full of nothing but women. So whoever Kendra G is, she had an event. It was full of nothing but women. Let's listen in on here and see what this video is actually about. This video is 10 minutes long. It has 776 likes, 13,000 views, 341 comments. I don't know. Let's see what she had to say.
For credit for posting this, but let's get into this.
So I've been holding this video in the vault for a very long time, but I'm finally going to talk about it. Kendra G's gathering in Philadelphia was empty, and I believe I walked past. It was like, and the crazy thing is, I was with my man. I was on a date. That's the crazy thing about it. When did I walk past?
So let's give her man credit for even going anywhere near a Kendra G singles mixer. He must really like this chick.
It was like in the middle.
Oh, I'm walking through the Kendra G singles live Philly, and nobody is there, y'all. Hold on, look.
How sad is that? Look at that. Nobody in there. Nobody.
Going closer to the end, right? So I walked past, and it was like a big old Kendra sign out there, and I wanted to meet Kendra. Like, that's what I went for. I wanted to meet Kendra, and he's like, he didn't really know who Kendra was, but I was telling him who Kendra was, and I was like, I want to meet Kendra. So I go down there and I walk in. I didn't record when I was walking there, but I did record me walking past and leaving. And the girl at the front desk was like, Kendra is not here. Kendra didn't show.
Wait, hold up. What is this on her teeth? Does she have the upper part of her lip pierced? So she has all this hardware in her ear, both of her nose pierced, and then she has a piercing on the top part of her lip, guys. Yikes.
Jesus H. Christ.
Ah.
Show up. I said, okay, well, this is it? She was like, this is it. Like, this is, and I said, well, did a lot of people leave? And she said, no. Like, because I thought I got there on the tail end of the party. And she was like, no, it wasn't a lot of, but what the part that got me is she said only 2 men walked in.
Only 2 men. 2 men. And this is a metaphor for dating right now, guys. 2 men out of all these single women. I'm telling you, guys, we've had it. A lot of American men are done with dating. They're done with dealing with the baby mamas, the bad attitude, especially B-dubs. There's a lot of black men in Philadelphia, and they just don't want to be bothered. And why would they?
It's been nothing but women there all night. As you can see in the video, it's nothing but women. As I was counting in the video, it was like 14 women. And then that's not even including the women that were in the back. It was like groups of women in the back getting drinks. And it was 2 men. 2 men. And the part that kills me is that one of the men, right? And this is what, when women say they don't compete for men, it kills me. Because deep down inside they do. They just put it in the front and say they don't, but they do in real life. Outside, right? One of the men pulled up in a black Bentley truck. Like, while I was at the desk, because he was looking for parking. So another man pulls up in a Bentley truck and walks to the front. And everybody got up out their seats, looking up, looking at the door. Everybody. He walked in, he looked around. He walked up and talked to the DJ. Eyes, all the women eyes was on him. He was that 6, he was a tall just. So I'm thinking in my head, this is Kendra's show in real life. All of the women are looking for this small selection of men. The 6 foot, that was the 6 foot, 6-figured man they all were looking for. That was him. And they all was, and I'm standing there, I'm looking, I swear I'm looking, and he talks to the DJ, and they kicking it up, and he just walks right on out, and they watched him walk right on out, and I was like, you can't tell me men at the prize, child. You can lie and say they aren't, but women outnumber men so bad, in especially popular urban areas. In Philadelphia, even when you watch Kendra G's show, there are more women on the show. Kendra say this all the time. There are more single women than men. There are more single women than men. There are more single women than men. If you look at Kendra G's video, scroll down, I counted it. I'll do what y'all want with that information. But it was just a funny sight to see. I honestly believe dating is dead. I don't think people should date. I think dating is dead. I don't think you should date. If you already haven't found your partner and you know you're superficial, just have hookups and call it a night. Just have hookups and call it a night. That's just me personally. Because most people are superficial, whether they like to say it or not. But yeah, that was it. The 6 foot, 6-figured man walked through, saw the women that was up for grabbing, didn't choose any, and walked right on out. I was shocked. I thought more men was going to come out, especially the men that be in the comment section. But I'm not going to lie, Kendra dating show does not have the good. I wouldn't go to an event for Kendra anyway. I was going to be fucking nosy, and I was with my man. But the people who are on her show, they're not good dating options. Like, they're not good dating options. Like, even if you watch her show, like the men and women that goes up there, they're not good options to choose from. Nobody on there is healed. So I can imagine what it was like in real life. I just thought more men would be there. That's all. That was just me. I thought more men would be there. I thought it would be an equal event. But to see if it was full with women, this is not my first time hearing about this. So I've been holding this video in the vault for a very long time, but I'm finally going to talk about it. Kendra G's gathering in Philadelphia was empty. And
I don't know. I'm trying to figure this video out. I guess I'm trying to figure this video out because she said Kendra G's single mix gathering was empty. But it was filled with all women. So the more I went to watching this video, I had to decide who was Kendra G. So I see who Kendra G is. I don't know her personally. I don't know anything about her. All I know is, I'm going to leave the link in the description. I did a video where Kendra G was speaking to Kevin Samuels. And when she was speaking to Kevin Samuels on the video, you wouldn't have noticed her because I kind of blurred her out because the conversations would, I mean, for me, y'all know the queen. The conversation was dead and boring. And I'm saying to myself, who is this lady? Who is this lady that's listening to Kevin Samuels and she's getting nowhere? So I kind of got like, okay, here's another woman. She's sitting on the wrong throne. I didn't Google her or anything, but I kind of figured that she was someone with something going on her channel. So it's making me think a little deeper into this because let's just keep watching again. I'm telling you, y'all know how I like to crack a code. And it's something about this video that's making me say, what is it that I want to say? What is it that I want to say? What is it that I'm trying to, it's something I'm trying to put together, but I can't. Just work with me.
I believe I walked past, it was like, and the crazy thing is I was with my man. I was on a date. That's the crazy thing about it. When did I walk past? It was like in the middle.
Oh, I'm walking through the Kendra G singles live Philly, and nobody is there, y'all. Hold on, look.
Going closer to the end.
How weird is that? How weird is that you host an event and you don't even show up, and you're supposed to be the singles guru connector. She's the single guru connector, I guess, for dating. Or is it for dating? Because the day that I did the Kevin Samuels video, again, I apologize because when I first started this video, I just called the name out because I wasn't thinking about who this person was until because again, remember, I don't watch these videos. I don't do anything. I just like to watch it along with you for the first time, because whatever reaction you get is what you get. Because you tell me a story one time. I need to hear the story one time. Once I hear it one time, if you come back when you tell me that story again and there's anything different, anything you deviated from, you're not telling the truth, and I'm going to catch you. So that's why I like to watch it the first time. I give you one time to tell your story. And I didn't realize when this young lady was talking, I honestly didn't realize that she was talking about the lady that did the video with Kevin Samuels. And when I was looking at this lady that did the video with Kevin Samuels, I did the video, ran it, aired it, everything. Then I decided to go back and look at some videos of hers like days later. And I'm saying to myself, am I confused or am I lost? Because every time I look at this woman's, Kendra G's video, I don't see, I'm saying for me, I don't see opportune women. Not opportune women if I just seen you on a video with Kevin Samuels. You hear how Kevin Samuels down, degrade, dismiss, deteriorize women on so many different levels. Because even you got on his show and you couldn't speak clearly. I'm going to put that in the description, and I'm going to play part of that video. How would you get on the show with Kevin Samuels? You already know he's a methodical person. You know he's a person that would interrogate a woman just by looking at her teeth. But you got a channel where you're bringing women on there where Kevin Samuels will give you the bup on. I couldn't put it together until, thank you, whoever this young lady is, you just cracked the code. The way I seen Kendra G, sorry Kendra, but you got to get it too. The way I've been looking at a couple of her videos that, I don't know how she ended up popping up in my timeline, because every time she pop up in my timeline, I'm looking at these women with the ponytails. She making a mockery out of them by certain titles. Oh, mom of 8 kids want a 30-figure man, 30,000 figure. Just you could tell in her sense she's degrading the women, because she say one thing on the video with these women and then she he ha 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 oh, while all the women are talking to her where they really feel like they can get these opportune men, but she's sitting there, she's cheesing in their face, and I'm saying to myself, I don't understand, how is she really helping these women? At least Kevin Samuels thought he was helping the men. A bunch of submissive cats were they. At least he felt like he was helping these men. I'm saying to myself, how are you helping these women? The type of women that you have going on your show, what are they bringing? I couldn't understand it. I couldn't put it together. So that's why when I was looking at this video with this young lady, it kind of took a turn with me, because I'm like, wait a minute. I really don't care about the guy he was talking, because what did I tell you all the time? Come to a gunfight dressed right. And if you can't come to the gunfight dressed right, at least have a better, mature, grown-up conversation. All that playing around in the conversation and chit-chatting while we're talking serious business, it means none of us any good. It was horrible. I'm not going to say his commentary was horrible. I'm only going to say it kind of threw me for a loop a little bit, made my throat kind of straighten out a little bit, and I didn't appreciate that. But I had to kind of hone in, aside from his commentary, and listen to this young lady. in what she's basically trying to say. Because I'm going to be honest with you. At first, listening to her, I said, come on now. She trying to show, she's throwing shade. I mean, are you jealous? Are you this? Like, why would you come on here? And you know how I am about my black women with our new black woman race. Why are you beating the next woman up? But then I had to realize, no, it's deeper than she's beating the next woman up. She's trying to show women, what are y'all doing? Y'all following someone else that's making a mockery out of you. I'm not being funny. If you can look at me on all my videos and all you see is the top of me, go to my channel, 6'2" in heels, and there's really nothing on there. I mean, how many subscribers I got? Probably 26 only. Y'all know when I get ready to tackle that channel, I'm going to take them down all the way to the ground. You already know what I'm going to do. Y'all got to know the queen. You're getting to know me, right? So I couldn't understand when you host a show, if you're trying to keep everybody in line from the beginning, you started off right from the beginning. Even if you think you starting it off right and you got to make some tweaks and curves and crevices and changes towards the end of it or in the middle of it or around the beginning, whichever one you want to do. But why would you be hosting any type of dating show, any type of show where you're critiquing women? Why have you not let these women know when you come to a gunfight, would you please be dressed right? See, I've made it very clear. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to start my channel, my Q&A live. And I haven't put it out there yet, but yes, there are guidelines to it. You come to a gunfight, I need for you all to be dressed right. You don't come to a show. I mean, this is only me. I have nothing to do with no one else's channel. But because of the way I am, I would prefer to see you come on my channel. And I would prefer to see you look like the elegant queen and kings that you're supposed to look like. I'm not saying you're supposed to come there looking like Bentley, but I am saying come there making sure you feel good, because I'm going to be honest with you. There's a lot of women that stand next to me, and after a minute or two, they get very embarrassed by it. Why? Because I'm a very unordinary woman. I'm very unique. But if I could stand by a lot of you women that's only 5'5" and 5'7", even you 5'10s and 11s, and I'm almost sitting at 50. I shouldn't have to sit next to you and you don't have your dress code up to par. You don't have your hygiene up to par. You don't have your appearance up to par, because what I'm looking for is elegant and classy. And if you start feeling elegant and classy about yourself, I'm telling you, you're gonna bring the right man in. But if you're hosting a channel, or you have a channel, you created a channel, you own a channel, where you're trying to get a woman to clean up on the inside first, then you will start seeing them shine and align on the outside. Every time I look at the women on these particular channels, I'm saying to myself, why, oh, why? Is it me? Why, oh, why is it the eye that cannot see? Because what I'm looking at, I was confused. I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here. Even though I'm bigger than a lot of these channels, I just don't have the numbers, the subscribers, the views, the comments, the likes, and the shares. But a lot of them, I don't believe, will be able to touch me. And I'm only being honest with you, because I come as I am, and I come who I are. And I don't want you to come to my channel if you're not dressed right. Because being dressed right don't start it from within, but it will make you feel better. It'll make you feel like you're a part of something within. And you're going to go on a person's channel that's trying to critique you as far as getting you a date. How could you critique me with a date? And you're not really understanding me from the inside, and you can't dress me from the outside. If you ever look at the queen, I can hold any type of conversation with you, but you always will notice one thing about me. My appearance is very much up to par. My hygiene is also up to par. And I'm very thankful and grateful that I was raised by a man. But let's not forget that man was also raised by a woman. So he learned the soft skills that he needed in order to make me right, to come to a gunfight, make sure I'm dressed right. So what this young lady was saying, if you ask me, was I didn't understand any of it. It was so confusing to me until I had to do this video.
So I walked past, and it was like a big old Kendra sign out there, and I wanted to meet Kendra. Like, that's what I went for. I wanted to meet Kendra, and he's like, he didn't really know who Kendra was, but I was.
And think about that. I want to meet Kendra. And she didn't even show up. I want to meet Kendra. I'm not going to say she didn't show up. This young lady said that she wasn't there. And looking at this video, she was there through the duration. So I'm wondering what's really going. It's almost like this other YouTuber, they call her Peach McIntyre. Host all of these classes, and I'm gonna teach you how to do this, and I'm gonna teach you how to do that, and then they don't show up to the gunfight. How would this lady not show up? Do you understand how vulnerable a lot of those women were? A lot of those women, for whatever reason, they're coming there. I don't really think half of them coming there looking for love. One part of it, I think they're coming there to build her channel, and the other part of it, I think they're coming there to get a free ride from a man. And Kendra know exactly the role that she's trying to play with these videos, with these channels, with these subscribers. I don't know how many of them join, but what type of person will own a channel? Have you joined? Have you pay a membership? Have you come out? How you get dressed up? Have you take a flight there probably to make them feel like they some sort of big time ass celebrity? And then they don't even show up to show you that type of appreciation, and you're paying monthly probably. It took me a second to understand what this video was about, because I'm like, man, this video look like it's a little too tedious for me. It's a little, I couldn't relate to it. I couldn't connect. But once I started sitting down and getting my mind right and being the type of queen that I am, because I see you, I ain't going nowhere. I started saying, wait a minute, this is a bigger picture here. The bigger picture that I'm looking at is this. Are these women following another Kevin Samuels impersonator? Because if she is a Kevin Samuels impersonator, but she's on the other side of Kevin Samuels, I don't understand why she's taking advantage of now those ladies. Because we got a bigger problem here, and I believe this video is going to cause me to do a part 2. Let's keep listening.
Kendra was, and I was like, I want to meet Kendra. So I go down there and I walk in. I didn't record when I was walking there, but I did record me walking past and leaving. And the girl at the front desk was like, Kendra is not here.
Kendra is not here. People have paid their money to meet you, Kendra. They have been calling into your lives, Kendra. You have been sugarcoating conversations with them, Kendra. Just like Kevin Samuel said, I don't agree with 99% of the things that Kevin Samuel says. I don't agree with him, and I wish he, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace. I wish he was here, because I know I will be his competition. I don't need a PhD. All I need is me. Kendra not being honest with these women. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all have seen me do a black video. You have seen me do a white video, and you have seen me do videos where it's some gray in between. And I'm telling you, Kevin Samuels, I don't agree with him. Not on 99% of his things, but I'm going to tell you this. He said one thing. Sometimes you're not being honest with yourself, and you're not being honest with these women. Because I felt he wasn't being fully honest with the men. Kendra, on your side of it, you're not being honest with these women. You're leading these women down a road of destruction. You're leading these women down the road to make them feel like they are more than they are, because you're not telling them the truth. God damn it, do your hair bone, Quita. Don't come with your little sweatshirts and your zipper jackets, hoods back there and stuff. Even when you come on my channel and I'm doing a live, come prepared. She's not being honest with these women. If you can't get these women right from the inside, they ain't going to be seen on the outside. The first interaction with a man, a person, or anyone is the outside, because they don't hear you speak first. They see you. If there's any interest, they're going to see you. When I thought about what this young lady said, I'm saying to myself, this is unraveling now. You have people following people on YouTube and not getting everything that they deserve. And this is how we continue and continuously lead people down the wrong road. People hate the truth. They hate the truth. But I'm going to tell you, even though as much as they hate the truth, they love you even more. And they may not ever tell you out their mouth.
I said, okay, well, is this is it? She was like, this is it. Like, this is, and I said, well, did a lot of people leave? And she said, no, like, because I thought I got there on the tail end of the party.
And think about it. Think about this. She said there were women there, but only 2 men there. No one was leaving. So, Kendra, what type of advertisement did you put into this? I did see on your show, whereas in Kevin Samuels, the majority of his followers, his submissive cat followers, submissive cats followers of submissiveness, the majority of them were men. I see this young girl, Danica something. I see the majority of her followers are men. They got a certain audience that they're targeting. On Kendra's channel, I seen that the majority of the followers were women. And so that means the majority of the followers that are women on Kendra's channel, that means they would not be following Kevin Samuels, because I'm almost certain they believe the opposite of what Kevin Samuels preach. But on the other side of it, for Kendra's side of it, I can't put my finger on it, but for Kendra's side of it, the women that she have reeled in, it's like it's the women that she want to put up there that say, oh yeah, I'm a better than this, or I'm this type of woman, or yes, I'm that type of woman, oh yes, Kevin Samuels, that's what it is, oh Kevin Samuels not this, or Kevin Samuels not that, or I am that #1 black woman. But you may be that #1 black woman, but what Kendra isn't telling you, you got some work to do. Because in fact, you could be a bit delusional. But if Kendra keep it real and she show you what you really need to do, you probably are that woman in whatever category you're in. Because people always saying, oh, you're trying to meet a 6-figure man. Man, six figures? 6 figures only $100,000. What do you mean 6 figures? I mean, you got to elaborate 6 figures for me. Oh, Kevin Samuels preached this 6 figures. Kendra preach, I don't know what she be preaching. She be preaching, slick your hair back in the ponytail. You got some style in jail? She preach, I don't know what she be preaching. I'm going to be honest with you. All I know is when I look at her channel, I don't see where the women are being led right. And hey, it ain't just me. This young lady said it on her own too. She was there. She on Kendra's channel. I don't do her channel. I seen a video, maybe 20 seconds of it, and got disgusted with it.
No, it wasn't a lot of, but what the part that got me is she said only 2 men walked in.
And think about that. Only 2 men walked in. So I'm trying to understand, what is it that Kendra is promoting? Because only 2 men walked in. I don't know if she assessed her women. I don't know if she give a dress code. I don't know if she do certain things. I don't know if she do on her channel before and after. Because if all men seeing when they come on there is women, oh, I got 8 kids and I got 8 kids with 15 baby daddies, and I want me a $25,000 figure man. I don't know what men were Kendra thinking these women were going to attract if she's looking at their appearance and seeing that they're not even up there yet. Or is it all about the fact that you're on my channel, you're giving me subscribers, you're giving me views, you're giving me likes, you're tuning into my live, so now I got some watch hours. Oh yeah, they gonna throw the towel at me. I had to learn my lane. You know where my lane at? Is in anybody's house. Don't put your house on a cornfield. And then I won't be knocking on the door to come in.
It's been nothing but women there all night.
And nothing but women. But women. Question. Stop acting like you're innocent. Start taking accountability. If I'm sure all of you have noticed that you're the only ones that be on Kendra's show or on her channel. Where did you think she was going to get these men from? Kevin Samuels? What, you thought they was buddy? He got the weak and vulnerable, and so did she. Who did you think was going to be there to offer you a date? If all you see on her channel is all men, because if you guys notice on my channel, I promote all of you to come in. Because if there's a video about a man, I'm going to ride that horse. See? If there's a video about a woman, I'm going to get you. If it's a video about black or white, I'm here for all of it. I mix in my people. So even if I said to you, oh, I'm going to do some sort of dating something, I got a mixture of reviews. I got reviews from men. I got reviews from women, because I'm not just honing in on one gender or one race. Now, at the time that you look at my video, that particular race or that particular gender aren't going to like me. Go look at some more videos of mine. Don't judge me. That's why I say get to know me, because I'm nobody's friend a lot of the time. But I'm here for all my family. Where did you ladies think she was going to get these men from? Out her frontal? Come on.
See, in the video, it's nothing but women. As I was counting the video, it was like 14 women. And then that's not even including the women that were in the back. It was like groups of women in the back getting drinks. And it was two men. And
women in the back were getting drinks. Did y'all make that make sense? She made sure she stopped. Slick ass. She made sure she stocked the liquor for these women. Why? What was you trying to do? Get them to act a fool in there? How do you mix alcohol, drugs with a man, especially if you're trying to get them on the first date? I'm not knocking it if they want to have a glass of wine here and there or a glass of champagne. I don't know what type of bar she had, but it should have been something simple to keep everybody under one right mind, to make sure that if you're looking for a love or you're looking for this, you need to be focused when you do it, because that's something serious. You got men these days that are really looking for love. They looking for that one person that get them. Not just you men. You got women that are really looking for love. They're looking for a companion. They're looking for someone that they can give it to. But when we get on channels like this right here, how can you find it? She did not have a flock of men. She had a couple of men. But she made sure she had an area full of booze. So you telling me what you really focused on to find me a date was alcohol? If all of these women showed up, and that's the, hey, this, she said it, not me. These women were coming in all day back and forth. There were only two men. So what type of advertisement did you do to get these two men out here? But you got a room full of alcohol, all this alcohol on the table. So that's what was more important to you, because you knew you didn't have access to these men. So you got these women, you're leading these women, you got them going in a circle because you're not teaching them a damn thing. And then here you go. You got enough booze for us to be drunk acting asses, but you don't have enough men for us to even act an ass in front of. Now come on, y'all, make that make sense. She don't get no pity from me. I was wondering why I haven't seen nothing into her. Yeah, I was wondering why I couldn't put my finger on her. I couldn't put my finger on her, and she seems like a very nice lady. So listen, dear. I'm sure at some point or another you're going to see this video. And when you do, I'm going to ask you nicely and kindly, just come to me. We can have a lady-to-lady conversation about it. And then what we could do something like this around the round table. As long as you know how to come and act right and dress right. We can do anything. Trust me. But you do need to, if you're trying to build things like that and you want ladies to really believe you, feel you, and like really honor you to an extent, because you got women that they need someone right now. They need someone to show them that, listen, when I tell you you a queen, when I tell you you beautiful, I'm going to be honest with you. So the other night, my mother-in-law called me, and she's been going through a whole lot of stuff with a man that she divorced, but she couldn't move him out the house. I mean, right there, you're not going to heal. You don't have a break. You can't breathe. And her and I began to talk. And I listened to her because I'm not the same person I used to be. Some people don't deserve my tongue anymore. They don't deserve those type of goodnesses from me. Because the Lord only bless certain ones like this, where you come a dime a dozen in the hay. And I'm not being funny. My queens out there, white or black, women, y'all know who I'm talking about. And her and I began to talk, and she was repeating the same story that I heard in my ear for the last 30 years. No, I'm not going to say 30 years. I'm going to say since 2010. The last maybe 15, almost 15 years. So as she kept speaking to me, I said these things to her. I said, you know, one day you'll get it together. I said, I hope I be here. I hope you can see when you can get it together. I said, because you're worth so much more. And she continued to talk and continued to talk. And finally, when she got through, I told her, I said, listen, I said, I'm going to say something to you. And I know you're going to think that I'm being rude. I said, it's going to come off as if I'm being rude, but I can only tell you this is from the bottom of my heart. She said, what's that, baby? I said, what you really honestly and truly need to do? I said, you need to start minding your business. I said, you need to start minding your business. Because one thing about minding your business, you have a better opportunity of resolving it when you mind your own business. You don't have a better opportunity with my business to resolve it. You got a better opportunity with yourself if you can resolve and you can mind your own business. And she went to giggling. And because she was giggling so hard, I ended up giggling with her. And when the giggling was over, because when the Lord catch a hold of you, he snatch you like this, and there's nothing you can do. She had to tell me, she said, Drika, she said, I'm laughing right now. She said, but I'm telling you the truth, and it ain't funny. Y'all stop following people that lead you down the wrong road. Women, it don't matter who you go to for a date. If you don't clean yourself up from the inside, even the right man gonna keep going. You ain't off the limits, man. You're not free. If you don't get sincere and genuine about trying to find the right woman in your life, you're not going to find her either.
That kills me is that one of the men, right? And this is what, when women say they don't compete for men, it kills me. Because deep down inside they do. They just put it in the front and say they don't, but they do in real life. Outside, right?
I had to stop right there. This young lady said, women be acting like they don't compete for a man. Women, y'all stop. Listen, whenever you got to compete for a man, you're going to always lose, even if you get him. Period.
One of the men pulled up in a black Bentley truck, like while I was at the desk, because he was looking for parking. So another man pulls up in a Bentley truck and walks to the front, and everybody got up out their seats, looking up, looking at the door. Everybody. He walked in, he looked around, he walked up and talked to the DJ. Eyes, all the women eyes was on him. He was that he was a tall just. So I'm thinking in my head, this is Kendra's show in real life.
Boom. That's her show in real life. And you notice that was the third man. Because she said it was a couple of guys there all day. And then there was a third man. Just listen real quick.
All of the women are looking for this small selection of men. The 6 foot, that was the 6 foot, 6-figured man they all were looking for. That was him. And they all was, and I'm standing there, I'm looking, I swear I'm looking. And he talks to the DJ and they kicking it up and he just walks right on out, and they watched him walk right on out. And I was like, you can't tell me men at the prize shop.
They the prize, honey. They the prize, especially when some people put them up there to be such. And guess what? And all of them women, had he walked around that room and gave just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 of them any kind of conversation, they would have been competing with each other for that one man, instead of falling all the way back and make him find you through the crowd. And I'm just thinking to myself, how did Kendra G feel about this? Like, I'm wondering, what did she put on her channel to even apologize if she did? What do she really do to advertise for men to be a part of it? Because when I look at her channel, and I don't look at her channel, it's just once I did the video with her and Kevin Samuels, again, I'll post that link in the description. I was wondering what was it that was really going on with her, and I didn't even really look at it. All I know is the women that I was seeing coming over there on there the first time, and this was a few weeks ago, I'm like, oh gosh, she's so boring, and I got done with it and still never knew who she was. And then I noticed sometimes when I'm doing my videos and stuff like that, I would see a video, a description or something from a Kendra G, and all the women, like one of them I seen, woman with 8 children, 3 baby daddies, she want a man that make no less than $200,000. I'm like, okay, you're making a mockery out of these people. And I would scroll on. Black woman, woman with 5 children, she want a man that don't do nothing for her but pay the bills, and she never want to work again. I'm saying to myself, why do she do stuff like this? And now it all makes sense. She's my target. Because you're going after vulnerable women, and you're trying to get them to go down the road. You're leading them to see what Kevin Samuels did was he led a bunch of submissive cats and made them feel like they was the goddamn prize. And the woman, she wasn't even alive, because all she had was vajayjay to give. I didn't agree with him on that. And then you got Miss Kendra on the other side. What she's leading this women down is a bunch of no goddamn brainers. And what that is, you ain't got no brain. Why? Because she ain't even telling you what you need to do to even enhance a little bit. She's not even telling you what to do to even make sure if you're going to come to a gunfight, goddamn, make sure you dress right. If you're going to hold a conversation, you need to make sure your verbiage is up to par. Because believe it or not, you're trying to get you a 6-figure. What kind of figure man you trying to get? Whatever 7-figure man, you got to be able to engage in a conversation with him. You got to be able to go to the restaurant, hunty, and not order a thing of wings. You got to go to the restaurant and I'll be damned, don't try to get you no liquors and I got a shot of tequila. No, sip on you some wine. You got to understand how to tone it down. I see all these videos out there. Oh, a man don't want a woman over 40 or 50. Are you sure about that? Don't be silly. You got to do better. You got to teach these ladies how to bring it to the table. Because once you get to the table, it's up to that man to sit down. It's not up to you anymore. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. And y'all may think I act like this and I'm just on the channel. No, I am this. I can't help it. I'm raised by all men. Nice looking men at that. And they teach you a lot that they don't like about women. But it also taught me as a woman what I don't like about men. Is, hey, what about that for a cheat sheet? I tell you, you better listen to me. It's not a joke.
You can lie and say they aren't, but women outnumber men so bad.
Women outnumber men so bad. I keep telling y'all, y'all got the power. You got the power to control a lot of things. You just don't get it. You don't get it because you got to listen to a bunch of other stuff. Women outnumber men bad. But you notice even with women outnumbering men bad, the men still walking away and don't want you. You have to figure out that. That's the part right there. If women outnumber men so bad, why are men still walking away? Women, whether y'all want to believe it or not, and I seen another video where the lady was saying, damn, black women, we can't tell y'all nothing. You got to be able to let somebody tell you something. And that's what the problem is. You can't tell a woman nothing, especially a black one.
Popular urban areas in Philadelphia. Even when you watch Kendra G's show, there are more women on the show.
I'm telling you, there's way more women. So again, ladies, how did you think? Where did you think she was going to get these men from? At your hair weave? No.
All the time, there are more single women than men. There are more single women than men. There are more single women than men.
Wow. Divorced mom to 3, be a mature grown man, make enough income. She thinks her age is 32. She got a divorce a month ago. She wants to... See? Think about that. Like, why would you put that on there? Why would you label this woman like that? What she doing is, it may be a lady that looks kind of pretty or looks kind of enticing, but what she's doing is she putting a pretty look here. But in that pretty look, she tearing the ass down with the title. She thinks her age is 32. She got a divorce a month ago. She wants a romantic. Whatever the rest of it is, the first negative about that is she think that she is 32. She got a divorce a month ago. The first thing, a red flag that a man gonna say is what? So first, think about this. Or the first thing a man gonna say seeing something like this, and you done invited me to your dating show, and you just put that this particular lady is 32. Fake she 32 because she must be 52. She just got a divorce a month ago, and she want a romantic man. She just downgraded this lady, even though she put a pretty picture up. She downgraded this woman and made a man say, I don't want to be bothered with that. So guess what? Strike one. How did you think she was going to bring a man to her dating show? Like, what did she do to clean this woman up other than offer her a date? Like, what did she do to clean this lady up after you brought her on your show, or she came on your show willing, whatever, and then you put the word think in front of her age. Then you're going to tell everybody she got a divorce a month ago, and then you're going to say she wants something romantic. The first mind in somebody's head is, lady, you're confused, lady. There's no way I'm going to give you anything romantic. You think you're 32 and you just got a divorce a month ago? You're trying to put me in some garbage. Why would you do that to this woman if you're in one breath trying to lift her up? Are you lifting her up or are you breaking her down? Here's another one. Oh, wants an emotional, intelligent man. Don't play with her time. What you think a man gonna think when they read something like that? Okay, so now she wants a hardworking man. You must take her on a date. No big nose. You being funny. You're breaking these women down, making them think there's a man that will want you. Are you making a joke out of them? Are you making a mockery? Maybe I need to go back. That's my next video. I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at some of her videos, and I want to see, what are you really doing with these ladies? You're listening to them ask for things that all is outrageous. I mean, come on, focals. I mean, look at this woman right here. I mean, are you kidding me, Jaws? What are you thinking? You're going to come over? What kind of man are you expecting to get? And then you're going to show me a piece of a mohawk. I mean, you got a mohawk right here with a ponytail in the back with a tail on it. I mean, what kind of man do you think want that? I mean, Joe Brown, he ain't even going to do that in the courthouse. What do you think you're going to get out of these type of titles? And then look at this woman right here. What man did Kendra think was going to come up to her dating show? And you got 5 focal right here. There's no way you expected a date to come to that. That's why you only brought one tall man with 1 6-figure coming out of Bentley truck that he rented. And you put him in or make an appearance there. And these simple women, they followed you on that. But what did you do to build them from the inside and then also help them show the outside? Can you do something like that? You need someone that show a person how to build from the inside. If you don't build yourself from the inside, you're never going to make it to the out. Because nobody's going to see it. They're not going to care, and they're not going to believe you. Mom to 2 wants honest, nice, caring man, but be tall. I get some of that. That's a little bit more simple compared to she wants a hard-working man. You must take her on a date. No big nose. Wants an emotional, intelligent man. Don't play with her. And be handsome. I mean, come on now. I don't even want to tell you who you look like. She's not a nurse or a purse. Wants an active man who likes to travel and have a... But look who we're playing with. That lady look like she's a Herefordite. I mean, look at this right here. So you're still being funny. She's not a nurse or a purse. You don't even wear purses. You wear wallets, girl. Divorced mom to 3. Be a mature grown man. Make enough income. Are you kidding? Come on, Celie, in the older days. She's making no sense here. She thinks her age is 32. We've been through that one. Listen, I'm not going through this anymore. I've said what I already said. Now I understand what this meant. Y'all better be careful. I'm going to start my live Q&As. These are the things that I'm talking about right here. Just take a look. Man, you're never going to get that man going on the show like that. You already seen 2 people showed up to the gunfight. They wasn't even dressed right. There's your girl Queen Didi with Didi Said It. Boom. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say y'all better stay off Kendra G show. This is the things that I'm talking about right here. Just take a look at these women. But you see, these women are not 200 or 100 6-figure women. But look how Kendra look in all the videos. Be careful. You want to try to find someone, you got to clean yourself up from the inside. Because if a man don't see the outside, they'll never get to see the true person you are. Stop following channels that are not for you. Look at these women. What did you expect going to her dating show? Stop it.